MakeCode Arcade livestream. I'm Shannon. I'm at Shakao on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Joey at JWonderl on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Richard, and I'm definitely paying attention and not playing a Game Boy Color slightly out of frame.
At Richard on the MakeCode forums. And I'm Vivian at Lift Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
Cool. So today we're making a game that I have not fully defined or, even remotely defined using a mechanic that came up in the art stream that me, Joey, and Vivian were on briefly, where we made big versions of sprites and then we made 8x8 versions of those sprites. And I thought that was very fun. So we're going to do something with that core idea. So the thing I'm thinking right now is you're in some kind of overworld. Hi, Richard.
Sorry, I lost the game. I was not playing out of screen.
Wait, with your Vice Nemesis?
With my Vice Nemesis.
Richard! Shame.
As I said, we'll never believe in you again. But
all right, now, viewers, try to guess what game I was playing with that context.
Put your answers in the chat. Richard will let you know. Cool. But okay, so to start with, I'm going to do an 8x8 tile map, and it's going to be like a basic platformer. And I think the things I want to implement are an 8x8 tile map with like critters or, things in places, and you can pick them up. And then if you press like menu or the B button, you'll go into like a Pokédex view, an info view with a big picture, a name, and some like info. And you can like slide left and right through these. So collect things, look at the big picture of them for now. So yeah, who's got like a setting idea?
Okay, I want everybody to have one word. Richard, go. Word.
Cloud.
Joey, go.
fishy.
Shannon, go.
Wait, I have to have a word too? I feel like that's your guys' job.
I said everybody. Everybody means you too.
Bioluminescent.
Whoa, okay. Mine was gonna be atmosphere. So
$10 word over here.
an SAT word?
Okay.
Shannon, do any of these words speak to you?
Can you say all the words again?
It was cloud, fishy, bioluminescent, and atmosphere. It's okay to pick your own word too.
No, I don't. I like your words better. We could do a space game with like fish in space. I do like, like space leviathans.
I'm down.
Okay, let's do that. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with you're gonna be on like the surface of a planet because I wanted to.
Ooh, we got an idea in the chat, which is fishing in the clouds in different parts of the atmosphere with bioluminescent lighting.
Wow, that's quite good. All right, let's do that. Who is it from?
Webhead Artist.
Ah, thanks, Webhead Artist. Okay, cool. So then instead I'm going to do some like cloud platforms, I guess. And then maybe let's just start with this. And okay, so you guys aren't going to need to make fish or any kind of I think it should be like an aquatic thing that is adapted for sky living.
Okay.
And you need an 8x8 version and a 32x32 version. So,
Can do.
yes. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do some standard platformer stuff with maybe like here. This will be a spawn tile for a friend.
Wait. I missed it. So we're making some skyfish?
Yes. Or it doesn't have to be a fish. Any kind of, I think it should be.
It has to be fishy, right?
Yeah, has to be fishy.
So it has to, like either fish related or suspicious, right?
Yes. Oh, this tile map is so small. I forgot. So, come on, there we go. So let's do some standard starter stuff. I guess I should also like player, but maybe I can get Vivian to do that later.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. When Shannon asks you to make a character, you're like, yeah. And when I do it, it's just so much complaining.
I don't remember what complaints I had, but they're valid and good complaints.
Okay, so very much your usual platformer stuff. We're going to start with a player. We're going to put our player on the starting tile, and we're going to move the player with buttons only in the X direction. There we go. And then we're also going to do like a jump code, a little jump mechanic. So going to set this to gravity, and gravity is going to be 600. And when you press the A button, if the player is not touching the ground, so not hitting wall bottom, you're not standing on anything, then we are going to set the player's velocity. Player Vy to some number. And also up here, we're going to set the acceleration to gravity. So falling, and the number we're going to set it to is the negative square root of 2 times velocity times jump height. Yes?
Yay, our favorite formula.
Yeah, and this is just a formula to get pixel perfect jumps, basically. So I multiply gravity with the jump height, which I guess will be 3 tiles, and each tile is 8, so that's 4. And I need to make this negative because we're jumping up.
Richard, I know we're not supposed to be asking for stars anymore, but don't you think Shannon deserves a star for remembering the formula?
I do.
I feel like I just can't give it to you because you asked.
You were gonna give it to us anyway. What should we do? Okay, whatever.
Hey, it's an interesting system, but it works. All right.
It does not work. Stars were not awarded for months.
It works. I mean, the point is, you guys are getting closer to that.
Who's it
bicycle,
working for?
You know?
That's the question.
Just keep the bicycle in mind.
It's only 9 billion stars.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, I feel like I should mention
only
MakeCode team members are eligible to win the bicycle. Sorry, chat.
Okay. So a thing I was doing wrong is I was doing jump if not hitting bottom, which means you can only jump midair. So I've removed that not. And now we have, a platformer. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to erase our starting tile after. Am I going to erase it? No, I'm going to make our starting tile look like the sky.
Gotta remember where you came from.
Cool. And the reason I'm doing that is because I am lazy and I'm using this place on top of random, so I don't actually know where the starting tile is. But this is fine. And then on top of each spawn point, I'm going to put like a critter. So I'm going to use a 4 element from value list, and then I'm going to grab all of our little spawn points. There's only one right now. So array of all spawn locations, and I think I'm going to make a function, I guess. So theoretically, this will be random. And I think it's going to return the sprite. Yeah, I haven't really figured out how we're going to do. So a critter is going to have like a name, and maybe some info and 2 images. So.
Hey, Shannon.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about critters?
I think it's how huggable they are. Maybe.
Shannon, what does critter mean to you?
Well, I think a critter, you can feel it in your heart is the thing. You look at something and you're like, that's a critter. And you look at something else and you're like, that's not a critter.
Interesting.
Vivian, deeply unsatisfied with this answer.
I guess I don't have a heart.
Okay, so I'm making just a sprite right now. And it's yellow, and I'm going to put it on top of this location. So place, call this main critter on top of this location, and then I'm going to set the location to be the sky tile. I'm going to erase the spawn point. So there we go. Set sky at value. Cool. So now instead of a pink square, we have a yellow square, and that square is a sprite and not a tile. You can't tell what. Cool. And then when you overlap, you are going to have you're going to collect it, I guess. And in the future, maybe they can like follow you around or something. But for now, I'm just going to destroy it and put it in your, inventory of some kind. So on sprite of kind player overlaps with sprite of kind critter. I'm going to, let's see, destroy the small sprite. Oh no, they do need to follow you around because otherwise what is the point? I'm going to change the kind of the critter. And then I'm just going to set it to follow at kind of like a slower pace. And right now this isn't going to be like supernatural movement. It's just going to like, it'll fly. But that's okay. Follow you and, not very fast. All right, let's try this. Cool. Yeah.
Cute.
Okay, so then when you press the menu button, I'm going to pop you into like a card view, and I think for now I'm just gonna do maybe like if you have multiple, you'll see multiple cards, and we'll figure out like duplication stuff later. All right. So on menu button pressed. Okay, so now we're entering like a new like screen, basically new mode. So I'm going to add a flag, which is going to be an encyclopedia view. Okay, and this is going to be true. So. Well, if you're not in Encyclopedia, now you are in Encyclopedia. Not in Encyclopedia. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to make a bunch of sprites and set their images to be the like correct you set like text and image and stuff. So okay, so I'm gonna start by making like a card. If not else, okay, and then we're gonna have some like cleanup code down here to like destroy everything. So rename variable, background. All right. Then I'm going to make an image with height. So I'm gonna have it be like, like a rectangle. So our screen is 160 wide. So I'm gonna make this 120 and it's 120 tall. So I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna fill it so we can see this guy. Fill background image with purple.
Shannon, I made my big one 16 by 16. Is that okay?
Richard. That's okay. It'll just be smaller than the other ones.
Wait, what's the little one size then?
8 by 8.
That's a very big reduction in size.
Sorry?
It's a very big reduction in size.
Yes.
The theme is big, small.
Okay, I'll try it again. Gosh.
You don't have to. You could just make your 16 by 16 one double.
No, it's okay. The entire time I was making the 16 by 16, I was like, oh man, I wish I had more pixels.
Aww.
Okay, so here's like a basic card thing, and we're just gonna make some more sprites. So this is gonna be a new variable called big critter image. Okay, and this and I'm gonna be filling all of these, but we'll be setting some of these to different images, later. Okay. So here's a pink one, and I'm going to be positioning them relative to this background thing. So I should probably, I don't know, I'll put this in a function, I guess, just because like make info card. Just because I think it's gonna get big. It's gonna be a lot of like position code. Okay. So then we're going to set the big critter image to the left, the big critter image left to the background image left plus something. So it's just going to be like a little margin, and we're going to do the same for top. So background, this is left, and this is left. Plus 5.
We have a comment from chat saying that screen is going to get really full very soon.
Oh, yes. I'm going to artificially introduce some constraints because I think I wasn't here for the card stream that Daryl did, but he ran into like text wrapping issues. Is that correct?
Yeah, because we want to make descriptions for each card.
Yeah, which is also for sure going to be a problem here. So, we'll figure it out. But for now, there's a critter and I'm going to add the text extension for the title, and I'm going to add Richard's story extension. And maybe the thing I'm going to do is just set like a really, really long pause after the story extension text is printed.
To make it look like it's just like printed.
Yep.
You can wrap it up like in something, and then you can be like press the button to be like okay, and you'll be like wow.
Just constantly print it while it's in the
maybe.
That's true. Yeah, I could just have it always call itself. Okay. Cool. So we have these things, and I'm going to variable critter name to text sprite critter name. And then I'm going to set the position of this also. I guess there's some like text sprite properties, right? Let's just see how this. That's not bad. So critter name left to the big critter image left +5, and critter name X, Y to the big critter image Y. So this centers it next to that image. All right. Wrong. Right. All right, so I want it there, and then this Y thing did not work. I'm adding 5 to it. Right. All right, one more time. There we go. That's something. Okay, and then finally I got to do this description thing, which I'm going to do using the story. So we have this print dialog, which is like the print text, but actually you can specify how big of a box you want, which is cool. So then I'm going to do the X is going to be the background left +5, and the Y is going to be the big critter image bottom +5. All right, cool. And then, oh goodness, the width is going to be, so we have this width is 120, and it's going to be 120 minus 10, and the height is going to be 30, 70, it's probably going to be like 25. All right, let's see how this looks. Nope. What is wrong? Oh, is it centered, Richard? The print dialog XY is the center of the dialog?
Yes.
Cool, okay. Perfect. So instead of this, then, we actually want the X to be exactly the background X so that it's centered, and the Y to be the image bottom plus, say like 15. Yeah. Let's see, and then, oh, I need to do a script actually, right? Because I can't set the pause otherwise. Cool.
Yeah, and yeah, hopefully it'll work.
Okay, so script.
There is a block coming to do that, but it isn't released yet.
No worries. Oh, but script doesn't have the width height thing, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ah, no worries. Okay. So let's just do the dialogue thing for now. It'll print it all. And then I think I'm gonna do Vivian's thing of like, press the A button to read again, or something. And instead of white text on a black, or instead of, on a white background, I'm gonna do a transparent background with white text, like our critter name.
I think you might be able to just print multiple times.
Just like, it'll like keep going?
It'll show up behind it.
Infinite marquee? Wait.
Like if you just called print dialogue and you did it like, I don't know, however long it takes to disappear, you started printing again, and you just did it on an interval until you were done showing it.
Just repeatedly called print dialogue until the thing was dismissed, you mean?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, but you don't know how long it'll be Oh, I see what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, so just pause after and then have it call again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Feel free to ignore that though.
Yes. I'm not gonna do it for now. I'm just gonna have it go away. And we can deal with that problem later. If you read it once, you know, hopefully you have that information inside of you. All right. And then I'm gonna do an exit thing, which is gonna be, you've set in Encyclopedia to false, and I'm going to change the kind of all of these. So I'm also going to set the critter name kind to card. It's something that like goes on the card. And then at the bottom of the story, we have this clear all text. I'm going to clear all text, and then I'm going to destroy every card element for element value of array of sprites of kind card. I'm going to destroy the sprite. All right. Oh, what happened here? Background. There we go. Okay. So here's some stuff. Cool. All right, so there's our little hide and show. I think I made the width. If I did this. Oh, yeah, that feels pretty good. Okay. And then, does story have a font size? No, right?
No. Mm-mm.
All right, cool. Sweet. Let's put some images in, I guess. Huh?
Okay,
Oh,
here
yeah.
comes my real big one, which isn't as good as my 16 by 16 one was, but it's the right size.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, is I'm gonna in this function I'm gonna do a big if, and then I'm going to maybe assign. Okay, so I'm gonna add Vivian's favorite extension.
Woo!
And on the sprite, I'm just gonna save its name, description, and you can't save an image, but it has to be one of these images, huh?
Yeah. You can't save an image, unfortunately.
Dang. And another sprite that will contain the image that I want. Cool. Okay, so let me start. Variables. Make variable. Critter type. Set critter type too. Sorry, I'm going to zoom back in so you guys can maybe see. And this will be a pick random. And then if the critter type equals 0, we're going to set the image. So set.
Do we want to do set ones, or do we want to do like probabilities like we did for gotcha?
Ooh, yeah, probabilities is good. But I can do that with the pick random and the numbers, right?
Yes. But you want to do less than instead of equals.
Right. Okay, so maybe I'm going to start with 10. And if you're less than, 2, so 20% chance for this guy. And then we're going to set the, so we need the image, which is the small image, and then we need the name, which is a string. Friend name to string, and we need a description, which is also going to be a string. And we need the big image, which is going to be a sprite. So set friend this sprite out of here. Of kind, new kind, big game. Okay, cool. So we have this. Great. Okay, let's do some stuff. All right. So, oh wow. Wait. Okay. How many are there?
I sent 2.
Okay. Cool.
I sent one, but I'm working on another.
Okay. Vivian's first one.
Yeah, I really don't know what the word critters means.
It
But
just
this
means
is
an
rocket
animal,
snail.
Vivian.
Are critters not bugs?
No,
They can be, but they don't have
they
to
can be, but a critter is just an animal.
Well, then, like, what's the difference between?
That's why
When I
I
hear
said the
critter,
squirrel
I
when
think
you
of like
asked.
when I hear
Squirrel.
critter, I think of like a squirrel. That's my automatic one.
Okay, so like, Joey said a smaller animal.
Typically smaller, but oh, that's pretty good.
Look at the
I
rocket
would call
snail.
that a critter.
Critter. Okay.
That's for sure a critter.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm just filling some stuff in here. We'll make it better later.
3, 2, 1, blast off! There's no better than that.
Okay, and then I'm going to copy this and this. So if critter type is less than 4, the next one is Joey's. I don't know what this name means, Joey.
Fishy. It's such.
Thank you, Joey. Okay.
Joey's trying to get us trending.
Wait.
But you couldn't see it. It was just a telephone box. What are you talking about?
I love this. Okay, so what is the name phone box or is the name sus?
Sus is fine.
Okay.
No matter what, it's suspicious.
It makes these sprites. All right, I'll make a sprite called Big Image, and I'll set the Big Image thing, and I'll make this sprite invisible. Cool. Set Big Image to this. All right, cool. Oh, and I still need to do the data thing. Just do it once at the bottom. Great. All right. So next we have Richards, which he did not label, so I guess we're gonna find out. It's a
It'll be clear with the big one, I think.
I think I was thinking.
oh, liquid. Wonderful. Okay, and then Vivian's got another one.
Yeah.
This is gonna be 6. This is gonna be 8. All right, so here is small. And here's big. Vivian, that's so good.
Are birds critters? Who knows?
Yes, absolutely. This is a bird mech, according to Vivian.
Vivian, I'm really shocked you're having so much trouble knowing what a critter is.
I just never looked at something and thought, that's a critter. I'm like, oh, yes, that is an animal. Or like, oh, yeah, that's a squirrel. I just feel like I can't trust myself.
If I remember right, I saw that critter is a short for creature, if that makes it any, like, it was like originally abbreviated from creature. So just anything you think of as a creature would probably count.
Okay.
Oh, right. And I need to set the big one to invisible and ghost. Okay. Set big critter image to invisible and ghost. All right. Oh, didn't like that, right? Because I'm not doing the image. It's just called big image. Oh boy, these variable names. Great. Okay, so now you can see there's a critter, and sometimes it is not anything because I didn't do this math right.
But isn't that, in a way, something?
Okay, cool. And then I'm just going to put some more spots on this map. Great. Okay, so now the thing to do is I'm going to get... Oh, man.
Friends.
Great, okay. So I think for this info card, I'm going to edit it so it takes in a sprite. And I'm going to grab all this info from this sprite instead. So I'm going to let's see, pass in oh yeah, my sprite, right? So if I'm just gonna grab the very first, so we changed this kind to got critter, and I'm just gonna grab the very, very first one of it. So if the, actually let me just make an array. New variable, my critters. All right, so array of sprite of kind, got critter. And then I'm gonna see if, because it's possible we haven't gotten anything yet, in which case there's no point in doing all this info card stuff. So if my critters get value at 0, cool, then I'm going to call it on that. Awesome. All right, so we're calling it on the very first one.
I got one more animal coming in. It's another surprise one.
Ooh, okay, cool. Let me fill this in, and then we'll be able to like look at the stuff that we have. So I'm gonna fill the background image with maybe dark purple's a good color, and we're gonna fill the instead of filling the big critter image, we're gonna set this to the image of the sprite as sprite, yeah. And I think I just called this big. Okay. Great. And the name is going to be the critter name. So get data. String, and this is going to be description. Very quickly see if we can get things to render. That's good. I press the menu. Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Maybe I shouldn't do. Is purple a bad color? It should probably be like white, right? It should probably be no. Yeah.
White is a very informational color.
we have a fill rectangle? Yes. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do white with a border, and then I'm gonna change all my text to not be white anymore. So fill it with dark purple.
We have a fun fact from chat.
Oh, okay.
Critter was apparently first used in 1815 from an East Coast dialect. Who knew?
Oh. Not me.
I didn't either. And this must be why I don't understand the word critter, because I'm not from the East Coast.
Richard, can you do a good East Coast accent?
Critter.
Huh?
Wow, it was so foreign to me.
I don't know what you want me to do. I'm from the East Coast, so presumably I have that accent.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's what I wanted.
Joey, is there a
Alright.
West Coast? No, Shannon, you're P0.
No. You guys are.
Yeah, we've got pretty good coverage. We've got 2 Midwest and then a West Coast and East Coast on this call.
I feel like we all talk the same, though.
Yeah.
What do you guys call soda?
Soda.
Joey?
I think typically you have to like hide away from the drink name because if you say soda, everybody's gonna say soda.
Okay.
Like, what do you call that fiddly thing? Like a Coke? What do you call it?
Okay. What do you
I don't
call
like a
that thing that's attached to a stick that you use to clean up spills on the ground?
A broom?
Mop? Broom?
A mop?
Yes.
Mop.
Wait, is a mop a dialect thing?
I'm hoping to like discover a new thing.
Just keep on saying, like, describing random objects, and eventually we'll just say something different.
Okay, I'll keep on thinking.
Ooh,
Shannon, feel
we got
free
an
to
interesting thing in chat, though. Apparently, on the west coast of the UK, they say pop.
Ooh,
In some places, they just call everything a Coke.
that's true. Some people call it soda pop.
Okay.
Can I get what about Coke? Like an orange soda?
That's like a southern thing, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
I know somebody who calls it a sody pop.
Is that a southern thing?
I think it's just like a friendly person kind of thing.
I think they just want to be fancy, yeah.
I can ask my mom what she says. She's from the south.
Ooh.
Okay. So here's Richard's. Oh, Richard and Vivian both have more. Okay.
I can stop, Shannon. I'm just, now that I know
no.
what the word critter means, I have to, really drive home the knowledge.
Is it chicken? A flying? Okay, my guess is chicken.
I thought it was supposed to be fishy.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it's an axolotl.
I love.
Very good. We'll fix these.
I don't know why you're saying we're gonna fix these because that's pretty great.
Yes.
Increase this number. I'm sure there's like a way to do these probabilities that means you don't have to adjust them all as you add more things. But we're all about speed.
Workflows.
Yeah, you just increase the number instead of.
Yeah, but that changes all the probabilities, right? Like it used to be 20%, and now it's.
No, the probability is just the. Oh, I guess yes, it does.
The rarity, I guess, doesn't, because then you have. Yeah, they're all at least equal rarity, which is good.
The common enough way to do it in like games is to have the tiers, and then within each tier have it be a random number.
Yeah.
So you have a 5% tier and a 20% tier.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is Vivian's.
It's a spring.
This is actually an enemy in Earthbound, the coil snake.
Really? Was it found in the sky?
It's literally the weakest enemy in the game.
No.
Oh no.
Okay, cool.
It's adorable though.
So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to have you have to be able to see all of your cards. So I'm going to do like a left-right thing. And I think we have just enough time, maybe. So we're going to start with a new variable. And that's going to be 0. So if you're not in the encyclopedia, you set it all. Yeah. And then you get the current critter. Okay. And then, man, I guess I should have. I'm trying to figure out how to transition between. I think I'm just going to destroy everything and I'm going to create it all again. So on. Sorry, I'm also going to zoom back in. On left and right button pressed. So we're going to start with right button pressed. If you are in the encyclopedia, then we're going to duplicate. No, we're going to change the current critter by 1. No. Set the current critter to current critter plus the length of the array, or the remainder of the length of the array. So this will do the wraparound thing that we see. And remainder and arrays. Length of arrays. All right. Okay. And then we just gonna call this make info card. And also, before we do all of that, we're gonna do this, which is to erase everything. So we'll erase it, do it again. All right, let's see if this works. So we start with the spring snake. Hey, and oh right, yeah, we wrap around. Oh, nope, something bad. It lets me go twice, and then it crashes. Is it because this create destroy thing is not good? I mean, okay, so the thing I can do is instead of doing this create destroy, which is non-ideal anyway, I'm going to make info card will make the info card, and then I'll have like a set, which will set all of the values on it so that we can just set the things without destroying them. So this makes this. Duplicate, and this was going to need a sprite. Edit function, sprite.
So what block would make this easier? Would it just be like a show text in box? And then you could like, you wouldn't have to use the print
show
dialog?
text in a box that would just stay that way, I guess. But I also don't know, like is this a valid use case?
I mean, I think we need just a print text with a line wrapping too, to make it printing anything easier. But that's
I could do it.
We need
yeah, I could do like a show text in box and then give it an optional time.
Ooh.
You don't specify the time; it'll just stay forever, and then clear all text will get rid of it.
Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so I'm setting the big critter image. I need to set the name, which is set critter name to this data. And then I also need to print dialog text. Cool, and I'll just put that down here. So make info card will make it, and then it will also set all the info after we've like, yeah, that's correct. And yeah, this is all fine. And then in here, instead of remaking and destroying everything, we're just gonna set the info. Set info card to current critter. Great. And then we don't need to do the destroy stuff because we're all in the same place. They're just resetting the existing sprite values. All right, let's try this again. Oh no. Interesting. Oh, what's wrong? Current critter. Oh, geez. Yeah, right. That's a number. Yes. So I need to get the critter at that index. Okay. And then on left button press, instead of +1, we're going to do plus the length of the array -1. Okay. A lot of cycling math. All right, so I have a snail, I have a snake, and I now have this guy too. Press the menu. Rocket snail. Nope.
Oh no.
Okay, so this is bad. So I'm setting the current critter. This is a sprite. This should be correct, right? So it should just be here, which is the image to sprite image, name the string. Print dialog. What is it unhappy about?
Oh no, the axolotl is invisible.
Oh, it needs to be the sprite image. Sprite data biggest sprite image. Oh wait, no, you did. You did. Never mind. Never mind.
Right. Yeah, I named it badly, I guess.
No.
So it looks like big critter image is not created.
But it's here.
Oh, well then sprite data big as sprite is not there.
Maybe I'm passing in the wrong.
Oh, sprite is null.
It might be because I copy pasted these variables, I guess. Let's try this again.
The worst kind of issue. The mysterious issue.
All right, background. These are all global. This one's local. Okay. Once more. Oh.
Can you go to where you're calling set info card real quick?
Set info card. Yes.
Okay, current critter, remainder of current critter +1 divided by the length of array of sprites.
Cool. Yes. It was a real bug. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. You can press menu again, it goes away. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna use these 4 minutes to just make the world bigger, I guess. Is there anything else I need to add, or am I caught up on?
Oh, Vivian added another one.
I made another one, but you don't have to put it in because I don't know if it counts as a critter.
It's the whole point of this game.
I don't know.
Vivian, you say that every time, and they've all been critters.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really testing the bounds of the definition of critter before, but now. Okay, I need you guys to tell me how you say this word.
Critter.
No. Okay, so it's something that comes off a vine and it's red. And is it a fruit or a vegetable?
Tomato.
Oh, that's the right word. That's the right word. But I'm not supposed to tell you how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Do tomatoes grow on vines? I don't think they do.
Yeah. What?
I think they do.
They do.
Probably.
Isn't it? It's a plant. I don't know what a vine is, I guess.
It like in gardens, tomatoes always go up like trellises and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, this is Vivian's.
Critter?
Yeah! Balloon lion? Absolutely.
Okay, what do you call the thing that you see at like parties and maybe the circus and they're supposed to be funny and
A clown?
I said clowns.
Okay.
That's not a regional thing. Everyone says
I'm
clown.
trying to find a new one. But like maybe
Obviously,
somebody would call
I
it
say
something
jester.
different.
I say jester, of course.
Okay, wait. I'll do one.
Okay.
This one's a known one.
Okay.
What do you call burnt sugar?
Caramel. Caramel.
Caramel.
I think I say both of those, just like randomly, depending on what I don't even know. Caramel and caramel.
I think I say caramel. If I'm not thinking about it, caramel. Because we had to sell it.
I definitely say caramel.
Nice. Shannon?
I don't know. I feel like I heard you guys say it a bunch just now, and they both seem good to me. No longer able to generate my own pronunciations.
Okay, what do you call across the street from you in two directions?
Kitty
What?
all across from you?
Yeah, I would call it kitty corner. What do you mean? This is a real regional thing, Richard. Don't.
I'm
at
vaguely
me.
aware that kitty corner is a term, okay? But like, it is not a term that I ever say in real life.
I use kitty corner all the time.
I could you repeat that for me? I haven't heard the word properly yet. Kitty corner?
Kitty corner.
If you had to
Kitty.
describe like a direction that was like diagonal, what would you say to somebody? Like, oh, if you're standing in front of my apartment, the place you want to go is
Diagonally across from me.
many words.
This must be a Midwest thing.
Sorry, Shannon, would you say kitty corner?
Probably. I mean, I have like, it's not like
We're gonna
wildly
have a lot more
unknown to
words.
me.
Between the
Like,
two
I
of
know
us.
what it means. Like,
you said
I've
that to
heard
me.
it said before. It's just not something that would ever like pop to my mind. But if someone said kitty corner, I know what they would mean.
I said kitty corner much more before I moved to Washington when everybody was saying kitty corner, you know? But now, nobody joins me in saying kitty corner, so I stopped.
But it seems like Joey should be saying kitty corner if he's from Washington.
No. It's a Midwest thing, right? Or no?
I'm suspicious Midwest thing, yeah.
Vivian, do you know how to play the card game Euchre?
Yeah, I think my friend always tried to teach me, but then I was like, it's something to do with like, something is the trump card and you pick a different suit each time. Shannon, do you play euchre?
I do.
We played a lot of Egyptian rat slap.
Also a good game.
I don't know if that's
Euchre is like bridge, right?
I don't know how to play bridge. Euchre is not very hard. I thought bridge was hard.
I really want to play bridge. I read a book once about people who played bridge and it sounded awesome.
Yeah. I think we've discussed before, but I want to play Mahjong because
Let's play Mahjong. I have Mahjong. Let's make a Mahjong game next.
I think I vaguely know how to play Mahjong, but I don't know all the like weird little rules. But the idea of having those big tiles that you move around just seems very satisfying to me.
Yeah. My brother gave me a set once, but I haven't used it since getting.
Yeah, okay, wait. So you guys, you're on a vacation and you have a deck of cards. What games are you playing with your siblings or whoever?
I learned about a new game when I went camping last time called Nutsy. And it was really, really fun. It's like group solitaire.
What is group
For me,
solitaire?
we always played Capitalism.
Oh, I don't know that. Is that a Monopoly?
No, it's one that has a bunch of different names.
Okay.
Wait, Vivian, what is group solitaire? Explain
Okay,
this.
so there's so you're all playing your own game of solitaire, but there's cards in the center. So starting from ace, and then whenever you get an ace, you put in the center, and you want to get rid of all your cards.
Oh, I know a version of this game.
What's it called for?
Not. Oh, I don't remember the name of it.
Okay.
There's a word that you yell when you're out, and it's
Nutsy. Nutsy.
Oh, this looks weird.
Okay, Capitalism is also called President or Scum.
I want to play. What about the Queen's game? King's game? King's Corner?
Don't know if I've heard of that one.
It's been a while since I've played. I like that Rocket Squid and Rocket Snail are similar. It makes me very happy.
It's because the squid has 10 arms to count on.
Unsigned Arduino says very enthusiastically, yes, Mahjong.
All right, okay. We are slightly over time. Sorry, got distracted talking about card games. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Shannon. I'm at Shakao on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Joey at JWonderall on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forums.
And I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.